This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. The Florida Department of Education is taking a second look at rules for schools of hope, which allow charter schools to take over empty spaces in regular public schools. WMNF's Chris Young reports Pinellas County leaders call the program broad and chaotic.
The Department of Education is working on rules to, quote, add further clarity on the co-locating of schools of hope in regular public schools and hosting a workshop about it this month. Caprice Edmond, president of the Pinellas County School Board, calls the program chaotic and time-consuming.
Sometimes it's several hours of looking at school buildings, pulling numbers to determine, is it really an underutilized facility, or are we using it as best as possible in this manner?
The Pinellas County School Board is set to discuss schools of hope at next Tuesday's school board meeting. Democratic State Senator Darrell Roussan, who represents parts of Hillsborough and Pinellas counties, filed a bill to repeal the co-location provision of schools of hope, calling it, quote, overly broad. For a link to sign up for the Department of Education's January 26th rulemaking workshop, visit WMNF.org. Chris Young, WMNF News.
2 people were arrested during a second day of protest at a hiring event for U.S. Customs and Border Protection in St. Petersburg. Speaking to reporters yesterday, shortly after the first arrest, Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Gualtieri said a protester who entered the Hilton St. Petersburg Carillon Park Hotel refused to leave when asked.
That's the first arrest we made, and he is part of the protest group, and they were told private property. The hotel has told them that they're not allowed to come any further this way. He decided that he was going to push the limits and violate what they were told, and he said he was coming in anyway, and he was arrested for trespass.
Local law enforcement identified those arrested as Nicholas Mullen and Thanicha Anderson. Both face trespassing charges. Anderson also faces a charge of possession of marijuana. Students for a Democratic Society protested the University of South Florida for advertising U.S. Customs and Border Protection recruitment and their collaboration with ICE. As WMNF's Leah Burdick reports, demonstrators say they're ashamed of USF.
55 demonstrators gathered along Fletcher Avenue across from USF Palm Drive, holding signs that read, ICE off campus and protect our students. Victoria Hinckley is a member of Students for a Democratic Society.
USF was put out with Customs and Border Patrol recruiting at the last career fair, and with them sponsoring the recent recruitment that CPD has been doing in the area. And you know, our immigrant students, they see that kind of stuff, and they know that USF is not on their side when they post those things.
Hinckley says international students should feel safe on campus, and advertising Customs and Border Protection recruitment send the opposite message.
Yeah, we're demanding that USF make campus a sanctuary campus so that our immigrant students, our international students, they don't have to stay home from class, they don't have to fear the risk of deportation, that they feel safe on their campus.
Other demonstrators said they're upset USF has signed onto the federal 287G program, which allows local law enforcement to work with ICE. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick in Tampa.
Cold weather shelters in Hillsborough County will be activated today and tomorrow for the homeless and those living in homes without adequate heat. All shelters will take in guests from 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. tonight and Friday night, or until they reach capacity. Cold night shelters in Pinellas County will open only tonight from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., according to the Homeless Leadership Alliance. The Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority will provide free bus rides to and from those shelters from 5 p.m. tonight through 7 a.m. on Friday. And weather, it's going to be mostly cloudy and windy. Highs today will be in the upper 50s, falling into the mid-30s overnight. Sunny with a high of 58 on Friday. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.